you showing off over there?
Showing off what?
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 My new glasses? Or that I can press the start button without shaking the computer?
I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't control this raw strength.
Okay, hey. I'm Amy.
I'm Hunter.
And this is the W7W Podcast. It's a show about our local yarn shop here in Fort Worth, Texas called W7W. And, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. How was your weekend?
It was good. I was still recovering from Fiber Fest.
Mm-hmm. Had the vapors a little bit.
Yeah, every year
I'm all gung-ho, but then she's all,
It's exhausting.
Yep.
But it's really fun to see everybody.
Yep. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's new?
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to interrupt. Should we talk about the classes we have left?
That's how we usually do, so let's go ahead
usually
and
do it.
do it.
We have this felted soap and dryer balls class.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the 27th if you are interested in learning wet felting techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Mel will be teaching those.
Correct.
The shop will be closed on Easter Sunday. We usually are open on Sundays, but not that Sunday. We're laughing because if you watch this podcast, you know we make it on Monday. Okay? And you know we're usually interrupted by somebody that doesn't know that we are closed on Mondays, and so we're looking out the door at someone who's about to come in and rattle the door.
Do you want to very carefully pause the podcast?
I will very carefully pause the podcast. And right, we're back. Okay. So, and then in May, we have toe-up socks with Jen. And we're also excited to begin some classes with Chris and Kathy. She's going to do some weaving classes. I'm excited about that. They look like really fun projects, and you'll be able to find out more on our website and in our newsletter.
Interesting.
I know. It's tax day. It's April 15th. So it's only halfway through April, but I'm already under a lot of pressure to get the May classes out, which makes sense. It's,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is what it is. So that's what's coming along in May.
Very good.
Very good. So what's new?
Well, we have some new things in the shop. We had just about all of this out at Fiberfest, but now we have it here and it's available in shop. We have, let's see what we have. We got some new chasing rabbits in. We did not actually have this up at Fiberfest because we heard some other people had chasing rabbits. So we're like,
they were actually there at the Hill Country Weaver booth.
Yeah, that's right. It was Dawn.
Dawn and her husband were there.
Mm-hmm. So we got it in two different bases, and they're sock yarn Fern that we've had before. Here's some examples. We have more colors in this again. We also, Amy said that their mohair was really a hit up at the Hill Country Retreat, so we decided to bring some of that in as well in several different colors.
Very nice. Can I touch that?
Yes, you may have.
Have? You let me have it?
Have it.
Have it. Nice. There are a lot of things going on with mohair. I forgot in the events section, one of the things that I did last week is I was invited to speak at the Bluebonnet Knitting Guild, which is in Grapevine, Texas. And we just talked about current trends, what kind of patterns are interesting, what kind of techniques are interesting, and we talked a little bit about mohair, about the things people are doing with mohair, holding them together with wool or using them on their own as a design element.
Neat.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Another thing we had for Fiberfest that we still have some are the lollipops. These are little balls of yarn, sock yarn. 410 yards of an 80-20 superwash merino nylon.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty color.
I'm actually making a pair of socks out of this one right here, this color.
Yeah, so there's self-striping balls.
Yes. a couple
and
more.
They one of our feedback comments was to add the prices. So Hunter
Need
will
to
be
remember to do that.
putting the prices on the bottom. These are $31 a ball. Makes 2 socks.
Yes, and then the chasing rabbits, the Fern is $27, and then the mohair is $29. Gossamer.
I think we're probably good at just putting the prices in the little tags that you put on the bottom. I think that's great.
Cool, that works.
Cool. Work for you.
See his 1,000-yard stare.
I know. You know what else?
Eye twitching a little bit.
There's a local artist named Kimber. She makes bags. Her bag company is Nurse Kimber Knits, and she made some really cute Harry Potter inspired themed zipper bags and drawstring bags that we still have maybe a couple of in the shop. This one's Marauder's Map. This one's the Quidditch pitch. Kind of like a little newspaper.
Nice.
Reminds me of that Quidditch supply store that we were in at Universal. And then we have a few of these, also in drawstring too. I think this fabric might be called Knitting Mermaids, but it's kind of sailor tattoo inspired. I think it's really cute. Nice. And did you already talk about Lemonade Shop?
No, I did not talk about Lemonade Shop.
We got a Lemonade Shop order in.
Yeah, we got this order in like the morning we were leaving to do Fiberfest prep, so I had a feeling it was coming, so I already preloaded it in the system. We got barcodes printed up and got them in the van and out to Fiberfest in time to join everything else. So we got the Lemonade Shop in 3 bases, like before. We have Mighty Sock, which is 459 yards, 75-25 superwash nylon. And then we also have Sparkle Sock, 428 yards, which is 75-25, with the 5% of course being Stellina. And
That's a lot of numbers you're throwing at me.
Yeah, that's my fault. Okay, well here we go. We have also got finally Classic DK, 100% superwash merino.
Okay. How many yards?
231 yards.
Oh, that's an odd number.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. Also, when I took the kids to New York for spring break, we stopped off at Nitty City, and I grabbed a couple of mochi mochi kits, and it was a unicorn and a cheeseburger, and I knit those up and decided that we should have them here. So I forgot to bring my cheeseburger, but I have a cute picture that Hunter will drop in, and then they sent samples of a couple of them. This is a little sheep, and this is a little Viking guy. So cute. So as you can see, these are tiny. And the picture that he's going to drop in is of the cheeseburger and one of our kittens.
Mm-hmm. And sorry to interrupt. Go on.
I was just going to say we found the kittens doing really crazy things this morning.
Those cats.
We heard a noise, and I had gone to the store and bought some cat food, and I didn't put it away yet, and we heard a noise on the counter, and on the kitchen counter, the kittens had clawed into the center of the bag and like gutted it, and were eating the cat food from the bag, the hole that they had torn in the middle of the bag.
Acting like they don't get fed twice a day.
They were naughty. So
we've learned that the pantry has a door now.
Yes.
We make heavy use of it.
So these are the small kits to make the tiny mochi mochi.
Yep.
And I made those with, they recommend size 1 double point needles, but I'm a loose knitter, so I use size 0. If you don't want to knit something quite that little, they do have a larger kit. And this, I believe, uses a size 5 needle. So it makes a bigger Makes a bigger little mochi. A bigger little mochi? A bigger mochi.
Instead of merely 1 inch, it'll be a whopping 2 inches.
Yeah.
Very
Pretty
nice.
cute still.
Yeah, we've got several different kinds. We've got a couple of different ones in the bigger size, and then I think about maybe a half dozen.
Oh, what was this?
in the
Kittens? Cute kitten. And a lot of times they make more than one, so this makes 2 kittens. This whole little kit makes 2 kittens. And I think the cheeseburgers make 2 cheeseburgers. So, all right. What else is new? These are so cute.
Well, we've got we got a lot of new Tosh in for Fiberfest.
We did, and I don't think if you weren't at Fiberfest, you didn't see our new shop color, which I am wearing.
Oh.
I am. It's called 7 Seas, and it's a blue, green, with a little gold. This is the high twist base, which is what I'm wearing. It's a DK. I used, I think, 3 and the tiniest bit of 1 more skein, so 4 altogether. I usually make a size medium to fit me. This is the Frenchy pattern from Poison Girls, I think, is the name of her company.
I like how you need to maximize the poof on the sleeve.
It's got everything. It's got poofy sleeves. It's got poofy cap sleeves. It's got bobbles. It's got a really tight ribbing on the bottom, and it's got a scoop neck. It was fun to knit. It was quick because it's DK. You could knit it longer if you wanted. It goes, let's see, it goes down, see about right there on myself.
Would it help if you stood up?
No, I don't want to stand up. Anyway.
You don't want to stand up?
I don't want to stand up.
You're like, the thought of that is just so exhausting.
Stand up. Ugh. So we got this on several different bases. The work sock sold out fast.
Yes, it
sold
did.
out at the show.
And then the TML glitter sold out, like, I think the first day back.
After the show. We still do have some high twist. We have some vintage. And we have some regular TML.
And twist light.
And twist light.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, and then in addition to that, we also have both high twist and work sock in the shop now. Several different colors besides the shop color.
Yeah. Usually, before you could only get those on the Madtosh website, but now you can find some of it here. We don't have every single color.
Nope.
But we have a few.
We've got, I'd say more than a few. We've got some options.
Got some options.
And then we also brought in some more TML copper.
Oh yeah, I like that.
So, yep.
Works really nicely for that I Am Dragon by Alexandra Davidoff. Ooh, another thing that's coming April 19th, this is the 15th, so we have 4 more days, is Making Number 7 Desert. And I don't know that I can show you more than just the cover, but there is a really cute Susan B. Anderson bunny that's in here. There are also...
Allegedly.
That's been on Instagram.
Allegedly.
Also, Making isn't just knitting patterns. This one has a lot. It's got weaving, sewing, macrame. It usually has a bit of felting, but it does have several knitting patterns, really cute ones.
Allegedly.
Why do you keep saying that? All right. What else? What else do we? Oh, what are you working on? Or do you have any finished? Do you have any finished things?
Why don't we still have some things that just showed up. Do we want to take a look?
Oh, yeah. Let's look at those.
Yeah, we got Big Box that showed up to the shop this morning, and I thought it'd be fun to take a peek inside and see what came in.
I like big boxes.
So,
I cannot lie.
you know what? So just this past Sunday was the second Sunday spin-in. Spinners come, they bring their wheels or their drop spindles, whatever they're working on, and they just hang out for a few hours. And one of them, Anissa asked if we were bringing in any more roving because the wall's looking a little sad right now. And I said, yes, I do have an order in with Frabjous Fibers.
So it came today.
I don't know when it's coming.
Not
Well,
yesterday.
apparently the next day is when it's coming. So we got some BFL natural color. More BFL.
Blue Face Luster's nice to spin.
Yes.
And it's pretty sturdy.
More of the yarn braids that you like so much. Okay, this is Cheshire Cat.
Which
It's just fingering weight. More spinning fiber. I'm making a mess.
Is that 3 feet of sheep?
3 feet of sheep. We've got lots of 3 feet of sheep. And then, let's see. Here's some Mad Hatter, which is like, is it sport weight? Yeah. Sport weight.
Those are the gradient bundles.
Yes, gradient bundles. Should have mentioned that. This is more Mad Hatter. So we've just...
He's dripping with fiber and yarn. It's falling off of him.
There's more in there. There's more in there.
Very nice.
I think that covers the bulk of it, though.
Alright. These two are just so cute. They're just so precious. Okay, so do you have any finished objects?
Okay, finished objects. Sadly, I do not have any finished objects. How about you?
I'm wearing one.
Very nice.
I'm wearing the sweater. You might have seen it at Fiberfest. Also, I guess the little cheeseburger that you're gonna drop in. But other than that, no, I think that's it.
Awesome.
What are you working on?
I am working on... the last time around that we got Lollipop in, the first time, I didn't really get a good look at it at the time. I didn't really try to get a hold of any of it. You know, I had plenty of things I was working on at the time, so I didn't even put much thought into it, really. But then when this order got placed for Lollipop this time around, I was like, I'm going to get some of that, because there was a bit of a feeding frenzy. So it came in, and I found one that I really liked. It's we've got one left in stock, actually. It's called Irish Lullaby is the color, and this is it right here. I'm making it into a toe-up sock.
That's nice.
And this time, for this sock, I did a Turkish cast on, and then I just did...
What's a Turkish cast on?
Basically, you tie a slip knot. I did magic loop. I tied a slip knot on the bottom needle, and then I wrapped the yarn around however many times I wanted to cast on, and then I just started knitting into it. It was really pretty interesting.
Oh. Knit into the wraps?
Yeah, you knit into
neat.
It's kind of hard to describe, but that's basically
you described it pretty well.
And then I did yarn over increases, which worked out really well as well. I think that's going to be one of my go-to. No, because you do your yarn overs, and then when you get back around, you knit into the back of the yarn over,
so
and
it
twists it closed. Yeah. So yeah, it worked out really well.
Very nice.
It's very straightforward.
Interesting.
Yep.
You're a very knowledgeable employee.
Thank you. And how about you? What are you working on?
Oh, I'm working on the poncho by Shibui in the new Vine yarn, which I think we've talked about before. It's their washed paper wrapped in cotton and silk. And the poncho is called Mitchell.
I like how it has a proper name.
It's their collection right now is all inspired by female singers. So this one is inspired by Joni Mitchell. Not like it's Frank or Bob or something. So this is the front of the poncho. I have it finished. You knit it, and then you put the shoulders on waist yarn. So it's going to be about this wide and long. It's going to kind of hang off of your shoulders. And of course I had to go down a pattern size and a needle size because I am a loose knitter. But there are 3 sizes, I think, small, medium, and large, and I usually go for the medium, but I end up knitting the small and ending up with something that's sized a medium.
I think every time people look at shop samples, the employees, like, the legend of how loose a knitter you are grows. They're like, she is such a loose knitter, y'all. I mean, you might want to go down 3 needle sizes, I'm just saying.
Just saying, swatch. Swatch.
So
that's the front, and the back seems to be very similar. You start at the bottom and go up. This feels, it's softer and softer as you knit with it, but you can hear that it sounds like paper. Sounds like, kind of feels like maybe a dollar bill after it's been through your washing machine.
Huh.
And it gets softer.
Speaking of, how do you plan on blocking that?
I believe you just wet block it. Or
yeah, you're not going to steam block it?
I could steam block it. With the scarf that Dawn sample knit for us, that is Vine and Silk Cloud held double, I steam blocked that and it worked really well. So I might steam block it.
Cool.
I have a little swatch of the Vine that I just held single that I blocked at home, and I wet blocked, and it's really rough and stiff, so I think steam blocking might be the way to go. Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, and then alongside this, I've been wanting to get this finished, so I haven't really cast anything on yet, but I probably will. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at another sweater by this designer. Her name is Amy. I've forgotten her last name. But she recently released a cardigan that's really cute.
Nice.
So I think I'll be doing that. So I think this is the part of the show where we get to do the giveaway.
It is.
It is the giveaway time. So we had 33 comments. There are 34 replies, but one of those was a reply from me to someone else. And our question last week was, what do you like to see in a podcast? Or how do you like the length of the podcast? This one I think is going to be around 30 minutes, which seems to be popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So between
well for us.
1 and 33, generate number 11.
All right. All right, let me check one more time.
Number 11. You will win a skein of Madtosh work sock, which is a sport weight.
Are we ready for the winner?
400 yards of luscious merino.
Did you say luscious?
Nylon.
Oh my.
Durable. You could make a whole thing with this, probably, in the Mars and Retrograde colorway. Okay, yes, Hunter, who's the winner?
I still haven't got past the luscious. Okay, the winner is Carla Burgoon.
Hey, congratulations, Carla!
Yay!
We will contact you, or you can contact us if you get to it before we do, and you can either pick it up in the shop, or we'll be happy to mail it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
This is a beautiful color. I think you'll really like it.
All right, now we have another giveaway lined up for this week, don't we?
Yeah, this week we're going to give away our special color, 7Cs in
Tosh Merino Light.
Tosh Merino Light.
Mm-hmm.
You could make a one skein project with this. You could do the I Am Dragon would be beautiful in this.
Yeah, we've even got some beads that would pair nicely with that.
So what should our question be?
We really should prepare for this in advance.
But we don't.
We don't. We're just flying by the seat of our pants, much like everything else we do
Oh,
up here.
I do. Okay.
What's up?
I'm ready. What's your favorite color? If we were to make another custom color for another event in the future,
Hint.
if we were to have another color for another special event,
Just saying.
what color would you be really interested in? What color would float your boat?
In some unknown, speculative future event.
Okay, so that's our question.
There we go.
All right, thanks for watching. Sorry if we were a little bit
Long-winded.
sarcastic and complaining at one point. But, okay. All right. Have a great 2 weeks, and we'll see you later.
All right. Bye, guys.